between the Bear and me. Colors 2. Like, the colors, dude. The colors. Ah! Hold on. Also, speaking of air horn, I'm told there's an air horn in this record somewhere. I forgot, but I haven't heard. I can't find it. I guess I need more listening, I guess. But regardless, there's still a lot more other shit happening on this record to love, guys. I'm telling you, holy fucking shit. Y'all heard about the moment I heard about this? The first track that I heard, which was the fourth track, which by the way winds up coming off way better by the time it comes on the record, especially since they decided to put the follow-up single "Revolution in Limbo" ahead of that one, which winds up tying into it better and makes that track actually elevate more. And in turn, actually help, in a way, elevate the rest of the record going forward. Who'd have thunk it? Also, by the way, Colors 2 by Between the Bear and me. Yeah, they had a moment on this record where they literally just death growled their fucking name. I don't know if they actually did it before. If it was, I probably might have forgotten about it because it was probably their earlier stuff that I don't care as much for as anything they've done Alaska onward. That's me. But, you know. I mean, the stuff's fine, but it's... I like that they actually decided to experimentally have some layers to their music and have better production on top of it. Be a more progressive death as opposed to being just a straight tech death, or at least be mathcore-y, I guess, in a way. They were more tech death than I would say mathcore. I think they eventually became mathcore around Silent Circus, and more so in Silent Circus and then Alaska, and then they just kind of started becoming just a straight up more progressive. They may as well have initially led to create a form of progressive death that has that also might have flared with melodic death metal, but I'm not sure about that. But mostly post-hardcore metal. But anyways, and other genres musically, because there were so many. The Colors. And this was the long-awaited sequel. And apparently, this is the 10th studio album. If we're somehow counting, I guess, the Hypersleep Parallax is one, or at least the second album, the second part of it, as just one full-length album, or at least that whole series is one thing, and Automata's split up like it is, I guess, counted as an 8th and 9th. Somehow this is their 10th, and it's been more than 10 years. In fact, they just recently, in 2019, after the release of the Automata series, re-released everything else. Sorry, it's getting hot in here. Of course, the black shirt don't help me. Also, do like BT Bam and make heavy metal, not war. I love this shirt, I'm just saying. But anyways, oh my god, this fucking record, dude. Just, even from its start, and then going into the double helix here, just fucking... Revolution in Limbo's pretty fucking awesome, and has this fucking nice, flamenco style guitar playing. A lot like a Carlos Santana thing, which is even more ironic given that the... why am I forgetting your name, dude? Adam, I'm thinking, right? No. Matt. God damn it, T-Man. Forgive me, guys. Should have had my albums on. But, you know. I'm just hoping that the guy that got me into this band, or at least gave, you know, or that was trying so hard to, and I just for some reason couldn't for a while. And it took Coma Ecliptic to do it, and I still have a soft spot for it, apparently, going through their discography after having listened to this the first couple times and then finally listened to it again. And my god, this album still fucking rules, dude. And I think by the point in which the band's Never Seen Future Shock has also some Stare Into the Abyss is fine. Prehistory is fucking goofy, batshit crazy. Either in The Futures Behind Us or Bad Habits has like some kind of weird thing going on. Turbulent is awesome. I mean, they get super 80s crazy, I think. Prehistory has some, is among their goofier ones. That's very Looney Tunes. Sort of some crazy fucking shit. Never Seen Future Shock has like some freaking Phil Collins style electronic drumming, drumming a la like Air Tonight-ish kind of feeling. I'm not even doing it. I'm doing it right. I know. That kind of, you know. Trauma is a good opener though, slightly in a way that's reminiscent, and they do kind of. And a lot of some of the lyricism at times does start to harken back a little bit. Even though lyrically it's not meant to be a full-on concept, but it's just called Colors 2 more so because sonically it is a good partner. It's in the mindset the band had is very reminiscent to Colors. And I'm guessing King James, having just like 2 years earlier come off of remastering most of their discography, I think. Which would essentially include doing Colors, which I'm wondering if how that's been remixed or remastered would affect how this album is produced, as amongst the past couple projects they've done in Automata and Coma Ecliptic, which I appreciate the productions on those records. That's the one thing. King James, you're great, dude. James King, I mean, but I think they may as well call you King James at this point, since you've been the other member that's been running the ship throughout most of it. Hell, you probably kept that lineup together, is what happened, because that lineup has stayed since Alaska. And it's still going. To me, that's kind of like in a similar way to how some people are about Michael Bisquette nowadays with Ultra Bridge since Blackbird. At least as a producer. And anything they do on the sides, that, at least Mark and Miles related stuff. Kind of a situation which also Mark Portnoy's on this thing, and fucking as hinted at from what I heard through the likes of Fix the Error. I mean, sorry, I'm teasing it. Is awesome with that. Fix the Error has this gospel thing similar to kind of what with gospel or like church organ type sounding thing with the keyboards, similar to like Memory Palace, less off of Coma Ecliptic, but way more like wouldn't be a BT Bam review if I wasn't getting goofy as fuck too. And so, I mean, and I think Never Seen Future Shock has that. Stare in the Abyss isn't bad. Prehistory is among the shorter ones. I'm surprised, like, with how many shorter tracks you think on here. You'd think they'd be making some singles, more singles besides Fix the Error on here, but, well, I guess what do I know? Also, and The Futures Behind Us, I think, is where things really, either really by Bad Habits or at least The Futures Behind Us is where things really start going 80s on this album. There are some moments, I think, even like in Fix the Error, where they do some banjo-y kind of stuff here and there as well. The bass is going off. It's like, and Turbulent is pretty good, I think. Well, yeah, those tracks specifically, like Turbulent and Sfumat and Turbulent, are way more 80s oriented. I think one of them has a boo boo. It slightly references a certain particular track that is mostly known for being been known about since Ferris Bueller's Day Off. The boo boo boo. That's, I think, is fucking hysterical. Let me find it in here. I'm trying to turn the volume so I won't notice it as much. Good luck with that. But anyways. But yeah, that's prehistory there. And Bad Habits is... I don't know if I would consider Bad Habits a weaker track, but I still like it too. And the shortest and sweetest, one of the sweetest tracks guitar-wise. Not that they haven't kind of done this in other stuff, but the way it comes off on here with the production of this record, it is sort of Steve Vai-ish. Or at least the parts of Steve Vai's kind of leads-ish tone sound, but in a way that just, to me, it comes off more Pink Floyd Wall, specifically Comfortably Numb, lead guitar tone, with that very, but if it had a sort of more melodic death metal phrasing of sort. Mellow death-ish mix in it, phrasing, even more ironic given that apparently at some point, according to Leon Todd, for a solo record for him at least, he messed with the heavy metal pedal that most people know. HM2 Boss, that is for your gear nerds out there, that using that as a fuzz for his lead. Right? But I love it, and it goes in perfectly into Human Is Hell, Another One with Love, and the way this, and and it gets to the point, I think, by the time either Bad Habits or The Future Is Behind Us, More So or Less, and within Turbulent, as well as portions of Human Is Hell, Another One with Love, which I think in parentheses portion cites the fact that they know this last track is supposed to be their next White Walls, and I think it comes close to living up to it. Granted, I don't think they kind of do a way of seamlessly putting it, fully going seamless about it. In terms of, or at least the way they fade out with the guitars is fucking awesome. It's still at least cathartic, though they don't do the piano thing like they did with the first Colors. But overall, I mean, and then they're just, also I need more cowbell more. And plus there's so many things going on here that you could tell they've had a thing for the memes while they were stuck in quarantine apparently, for music and stuff, including the like SNL classic of I need more cowbell, because there's cowbell throughout the whole drum thing in Fix the Ear. But I got a fever, and that fever, and the only prescription, it's more cowbell, and this portion of that track does that. So I mean, and it's like gospel. We have to break it out. It's time to celebrate, 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 celebrate. And I feel like celebrating. God damn. Even though it's supposed to be like a song of revolution, essentially, given it's kind of ties in a lot more in following up from Revolution in Limbo, and supposedly fixing whatever the error is, I guess, of this society, and just, it's all basically a culmination of a lot of similar themes and stuff that Colors had shared, but not nearly, it's lyrically, but not nearly to the extent where it's all comes together as one concept. It's just more thematically similar, but it's more in terms of concept musically, and that's kind of the part that technically I think matters. And it's not like they haven't strayed that far away from it within the past couple ones. They just ventured in a different kind of way that's more closer to awards, jazz fusion, and more straight prog, as opposed to the more extreme sense of prog that they've been more notorious for since Colors. Not that they didn't seep in a chance to showcase that a little more in Automata, and given Voice of Trespass on that, showing and just the second half of that being more in line with something almost Colors-X via Coma Ecliptic. And then I think this record, production-wise, coming from those records, and whatever the 2019 remix remastering of that record is, everyone's not wrong, guys. They fucking did it. Because when they get to the one lead thing again, I'm already like fucking near in tears, like holy fucking shit. And I'm also thinking, I hope to God, my buddy, who I'll only have to say his last name Barlow, because that's what I usually go by with him. Because we knew another Justin, I think. Oops, sorry. Full name drop, sorry. But yeah, I'm hoping he fucking loves this even more than me, because he's championed them for years. Plus, he actually got to see them live, apparently, when they were in St. Louis, like last minute in the day of when they were in St. Louis, apparently, on Thursday. On this past Thursday, prior to the actual day of album release. Unfortunately, they didn't play. I think they might have played songs from Colors too, but apparently, from what I'm told, they just played a set with what the fuck ever they wanted, and the other set being The Great Misdirect. Which means they were saving doing a full set list of Colors 2 for probably whatever show they were doing on the Friday after. Probably, or maybe whatever day they were going to do it after once the album was released, maybe. Who knows. But, yeah. Overall, everything's going off. Everybody's going off. The drums, the guitars, bass, the keys. Vocally, Tommy Rogers is going off. I want to say Matt Wagner or something. Yeah, it's awfully windy outside, but overall, oh my God. This album, y'all. Like, you know what I mean? Like, very that Steve Vai, Pink Floyd-ish, with some, like, that, or at least in a way, I guess it's more Petrucci kind of and Steve Vai-ish thing, but with, like, but in a way that, to me, comes off more Melodeath, more your Melodeath lead, with the more meets Pink Floyd's The Wall via Comfortably Numb kind of a thing. Like, oh my God. At least, even trying to hear that in a headset, you're like, mwah, mwah, mwah. Oh my God. Overall, this album, oh shit. But anyways, sorry, I'm probably gonna get copyrighted anyway. I just hope the band gets some money though. But anyways, because the BA2 band's awesome. But anyways, what did you guys think of this album? So as far as I'm concerned, this album is not only just rocks, it's fucking masterclass all the way. Somehow, some way, it finally, now this is official. It's official. This is the album to top, guys, for the year for me. It gives me everything of what we want, of how we are in 2021. The level of aggression we're dealing with, having come off of most of the bullshit of 2020, that somehow still found a way to seep into this year, and even worse so, since somehow COVID numbers are going up. It's not like it technically hadn't, but it's now all of a sudden the rest of the world that is in the fucking United States wants to. But dealing with that kind of aggression, while on top of the layers of just all the kinds of things of music, just to have this sense of hopeful, sense of positive sheer fun on top of it, and just the right kind of gusto and like, let's do something about it. Let's fucking do something, man. and like just dealing with all the bullshit that's happened with society at this point and where their heads were, like I said. And I think they did a good job with this. And I think somehow, musically at the very least, in that portion of the concept they were more focused on with this, while it somehow works. They pulled it off. It's not a cash grab. They legit meant to do something like this, and it fucking works. It fucking works, guys. And if for some strange reason, and I hope I don't jinx it, guys, sorry BT Bam fans, if I'm by saying this, guys, if this ends up being your last album, and you plan on just calling, because I don't blame you, you went out on a high note, though, or at least you plan on not doing any more albums. I can deal with that. I can live with that. Because this is what an album you would have to go out on, guys. I hope that it's not the case and I get a chance to at least see you live once, at the very least. Yeah, I know. That's one of my cherry pops I need to do. Fuck, if I knew it was Thursday, I might not have gone to my usual group thing or something. But anyways, what you guys think of the new BT Bam album? Leave a comment below, let me know. As always, guys, keep it random, keep it real, keep it rocking. I'll see you in the next video. Take care, y'all. BT Bam!